Good day, Mosaic learners and teachers. Today, we're going to consider a concept, Sophia template. This concept holds an energy that allows for a vibrational frequency balance of all things. For those energy, vibration, and frequency lovers, it's not only to love it, but it is to embody it. For those that understand that concept, the embodiment, we understand that our growth is continuous. We understand that the steps that we take may not be understood by many. We understand that there are different levels of consciousness. We understand that forgiveness does not mean acceptance of any form of low vibrational energy. We understand that choosing higher states of emotional intelligence can alleviate a lot of the misunderstandings and ignorance and lack of judgment. We would start using our discernment more and less judgment. This is important because the Sophia template, which I describe and many do, and I've learned that it entails a lot more than people are aware of, and some aren't even aware of what it entails at all. Okay? This right here represents the energy that was presented in the last 2 days for me, which was the Solar Plexus energy. It's a masculine energy. Okay? 5 is a good number because it represents towers and change. But this energy that can be held by both a man and a woman, it can be expressed as a higher will. Higher will usually involves the self and its purpose. The chaos part is the understanding that we are conscious beings. And when we become more conscious of ourselves, we expand. And that's why we talk about mindfulness. That's why we talk about meditation. That's why we talk about certain practices. We are all on our own particular journeys. We all have things that we are working on in order to promote our higher states of consciousness. Our practices vary. A lot of times I don't want to look at it as right or wrong, just high vibrational and low vibrational. But sometimes it could come off like as if it's judgment. Let's just say that for the solar plexus, when it overextends itself, it takes away your vital force energy. And then you find yourself kind of tired and worn out. This right here is representative of what a human body complex might experience when they're just full body masculine energy all day, every day, and never give it a rest. Okay, all right. That it's yellow actually, the solar plexus. So this is why. This is one example of many because we're multidimensional, but I like to use examples. This is one example of many as to why the feminine energy centers are just as important as the masculine. When you overdo the masculine and then it's attached to ego as well, that's a limited state of consciousness. So if we balance our solar plexus, which means if we continuously choose a higher will, which is directly related to higher states of consciousness. Sometimes we call it God, higher self, universe. We got all different names, but it's an energy, and it's also known as spirit. Okay, so this is what I mean about balancing. Okay, the expectation is not that everyone will understand. The expectation is that those that already have an inkling, because even Jesus said, Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. Oh, that those with ears and eyes would understand. So, that's pretty much it. So we're Mosaic learners and teachers, meaning we don't limit our perspectives based off of previous programs. Because right now the program is going to be changing, and we're going to have to adapt. As far as what the projection is, we're going to stick to, right now, I see movement. Subtle. But it's movement, and that's all. That's all that needs to begin, is the subtle movement. Because that way we can find balance. And I'm grateful. And that's another thing I spoke about recently. Having gratitude, even for the small things in life, will raise your vibration. Sending a love vibration to the masculine and feminines. For those that are on higher states of consciousness, I'm so happy that you chose this path. I never will say that it'll be super easy, but it's fulfilling, and it gives you a sense of freedom, and you're able to live more authentically. I know somebody say that or do that, one of these famous people. I just think it's funny. Learn how to laugh, but please, sometimes. All right, bye.